Good day to Dr. Umi. I am RISHIKESHAN, son of THANABALAN, metric number 2313110448. Today I am going to represent my team for this presentation on domestic gas barrel or tank handling in grocery workers in Perlis. For the subject ergonomics and safety, the group members consist of 4 person. Me myself is RISHIKESHAN THANABALAN, LINKESS, DHARMIN and YUVARAAJ. For the project background, we have done this assessment from two shops, which is D Putramat, Arau Perlis, and No Trading Kangar Perlis. The challenges we face is heavy lifting. Grocery workers in Perlis handle gas barrels and tank daily, leading to musculoskeletal issues, back, neck, and shoulders. Tough work environments. Small stores with limited space and lack ergonomic tools. No proper training, and many workers are left to figure out unsafe lifting techniques on their own. The risks are awkward postures, twisting, bending, and lifting create physical strain, repetitive movements, constant lifting, and carrying increased risk of injury over time. So, where we come in is workers from Road Trading and Deep Uttaramat in Perlis. Our mission is to identify the ergonomic risks and provide practical solution like training, lifting aids, or workspace redesign for them. Why it matters: for better health, better work for everyone. Improving ergonomics means less fatigue, fewer injuries, and more efficient workspace. So the workers stay healthy and businesses see lower healthcare costs and boosted productivity. For the next part is aim and objectives. Our objective are identify and categorize the tasks involved in handling gas barrels and tanks by grocery workers in police, evaluate the ergonomic design and suitability of current handling practice, assess the impact of workspace condition, including handling of gas tank, and provide recommendation for improving the handling process and workspace layout in grocery stores across police to reduce the injuries. For the next part is the scope. Our target is grocery workers from police handling domestic gas barrels and tanks. The key issues are awkward postures, repetitive movements, forceful exertion, and static postures. Why we choose initial era is because in the study we use a initial era form to do the risk assessment. We selected the initial era to assess the physical strain caused by this task, identify risks associated with awkward postures, repeated motion, forceful exertion, and environmental factors very little. So this is why we choose this I era. This method ensures accurate, detailed data on how these factors affect the workers' health and performance. The method we use is direct observation. Visit the grocery stores to observe workers handling gas barrels, focus on lifting, carrying, and placing gas tanks, and identify the postures, sign of physical strain. The next step method is interview and informal discussion. Conduct short interview to gather workers' feedback on their task. And the third is the initial ergonomic risk assessment. Assess the risks like awkward postures, repetitive movement, and forceful exertion. Evaluate static position held for long durations. And then the last part is the data analysis. Analyze the collected data using ERA to identify key risks. So for the first part is activity one. This task is lifting a gas tank from the ground to waist height. The ergonomic risk are awkward posture. The worker may bend forward at the waist and twist the body to lift the tank. Repetitive lifting. Frequent lifting can lead to fatigue and strain. The impact areas are shoulders, strain from raising arms during the lift, back, risk of muscle strain from bending and lifting, wrist, potential for discomfort due to the weight and the grip. This is the activity 2. Task description: carrying a gas tank from one location to another. Ergonomic risk is forceful exertion. The weight of the gas tank forces the worker to exert significant force while carrying it. As we can see, the person is carrying it using a lot of effort. And the next part is awkward posture. Workers may bend or twist their torso to balance the tank. Impact areas is back, excessive strain on lower back from carrying the weight. Shoulder, load bearing in the shoulder can lead to strain. Wrist, holding a heavy object for long periods can cause discomfort. This is activity 3. Lifting and placing a gas tank onto the vehicle or the trolley. Ergonomic is twisting posture. Twisting the torso to the place tank onto the vehicle can strain the back, and forceful exertion. Lifting and maneuvering the tank onto an elevated surface requires significant effort. The impact areas are lower back, risk of injury from twisting movement, increased strain at the shoulder from lifting the tank overhead, and legs, stress on knees and legs from bending and lifting. Activity 4 is focus on posture while placing the gas on tank. Prolonged holding of the gas tank in an awkward position can cause fatigue. The next part is repeated lifting of the gas tank can exacerbate muscle fatigue. Impact areas are risk of strain due to repetitive overhead movements, back, increased load on the lower back, and the neck. Holding the tank at eye level can strain the neck from sustained awkward posture. Activity 5 is handling a gas tank while in awkward position at ground level or unusual angle. Ergonomic risk are strain from awkward positioning. The worker may need to bend or twist excessively to lift or move the tank. Static posture. Prolonged exposure to awkward posture can lead to discomfort and muscle fatigue. The impact areas are repetitive movement in awkward position can lead to shoulder strain, prolonged bending and twisting, increase the risk of lower back pain, and gripping the tank in a non-neutral position can lead to wrist strain. Next is activity 6, holding or manipulating a gas tank while in a bent over posture. Forceful exertion, lifting and handling a heavy tank in bent position increase the exertion required. The posture can cause prolonged strain on the back and legs. Extreme risk for lower back injuries due to forward bending. Holding tank in awkward position can stress the wrist, and bending over for extended period can cause strain on the knees and lower legs. This is activity 7, lifting and carrying a gas tank up to the stairs. So the ergonomic risks are strain on legs or back. Climbing stairs while carrying a heavy load places additional strain on the legs and lower back. The forceful exertion is worker must exert a significant amount of force, lift and step simultaneously. Impact areas are leg, quad and calf muscle are strained with each step due to the load. The lower back is stressed with the effort of lifting the tank while climbing. Forearm and hands are stressed from holding the weight for an extended period. This is activity 8, similar to activity 7 but involving a longer stairs. Increased strain, additional weight and duration exacerbate a physical toll. Repetitive movement, repeatedly lifting and carrying the tank increase muscle fatigue. The higher risk of strain due to increased load and repetitive movement. Quad muscles experience fatigue from carrying heavy load up the stairs, and carrying overhead adds strain to the shoulder joints. Activity 9 is carrying a gas tank under challenging conditions such as a longer distance with increased weight maybe. The extra weight require more forceful exertion, placing strain on muscles and joints. The carrying the tank for extended periods can lead to cumulative muscle fatigue. Shoulders increase load lead to shoulder strain and fatigue. The spine bears the excessive load when carrying heavy object for long distances, so the back is affected. And the disease, holding weight for extended periods can lead to this strain. This is activity 10, carrying a gas tank while bent over in tight space while loading or unloading. Excessive bending, holding the tank in bent over position increase stress on spine and muscles. Workers exert extra force due to maintain posture while carrying heavy load. Impact areas are bending forward, the back for an extended period places strain on the lower back. Squatting or holding the tank in bent position impact knees and leg muscles. Holding the tank in bend while places additional stress on the arms and shoulders, causes strain on the arms. For the next part is recommendations on improvement, improving lifting techniques and posture. Recommendations are train workers to bend at knees, not at waist. and use lifting aids like trolleys and hoists. Solution are adjustable height tables and conveyors or gas tank trolleys to reduce strain. Next is reducing repetitive lifting and handling. The recommendation are implement job rotation and rest breaks to avoid repetitive motion injuries. Solution are automated lifting systems or power assisted tools for repetitive tasks. The third one is improving task variety frequency. Encourage task variation to prevent static postures. Solutions allow frequent task changes and ergonomic rest breaks, introducing rotating workstations. And the fourth one is a handling load in twisted positions. Recommendation avoid twisting while lifting. Reduce weight if twisting is unavoidable. Use gas tank trolleys to minimize twisting. Increase storage space to reduce twisting. And the last part is the conclusion. The study identifies key ergonomic risks faced by grocery workers in Perlis handling domestic gas barrels and tanks using the initial era form. We assess the risks like awkward posture, repetitive movement, and forceful exertion, which can lead to musculoskeletal strain and injury. By implementing targeted solutions such as improved lifting techniques, use of assistive device, job rotation, and better task variety, we aim to reduce the physical strain and enhance the worker safety. Ongoing health monitoring and ergonomic intervention are essential to ensure a safer, more efficient work environment, improving both worker well-being and job performance. So that's all from us, Doctor. Thank you for listening.